I'm Charly and today I'm going to be doing a discussion about reading speed. So, as we may all know, I am a very slow reader. I'm not like extremely slow, but I'm pretty slow. On average, I probably, if I read 5 books a month, then that is amazing for me. On average, I probably read about 2 or 3 at the moment, just with the amount of life that is happening at the moment. That is how much I'm getting read. And I wanted to speak about this for a few reasons. Firstly, I feel like I've been losing subscribers over it, which doesn't really matter to me, but it's just something that I find interesting. And secondly, I just want to know, what you guys think about this topic and, does it affect what you read? Because it tends to affect what I want to read, and I don't really like that, and I want to change it a little bit. So when I say I'm a slow reader, I think I read about, just for the average book, hold on, I'll show you what I'm reading at the moment. I'm reading You by Caroline Kepnes. This is a taller book, but it has quite, good sized font. It's not small font. So, one of these pages, if I just start reading it now, I'll probably take about 1.5 to 2 minutes to finish one of these pages. And then when I've been reading for a little while, I'll probably get to read 1 page per minute at the fastest. So in an hour, I'd read about 60 pages. If I was at my fastest the whole time, which I'm not, I get distracted very easily as well. That's my other problem. I have a really short attention span, so I'm not actually able to sit down and read for long periods of time at once. I have to do it in short bursts, so the longest I'll read at once would be an hour, and usually I read 20 minutes at a time. So that also affects how much reading I get done, as well as just all the things that I do with my life. Other than reading, I just have so much stuff to do. So the subscribers thing. I've noticed that with my wrap-ups, if I have a smaller wrap-up of just 2 books or 4 books, but a lot of them are graphic novels or something like that, I tend to lose subscribers. And if I have a good reading month, I read 5 books, then I tend to gain a bit of subscribers. And also if I talk about the fact that I'm a slow reader in my videos, I also notice that my subscriber count goes down. And this may not be related, but it seems to be, because I've been noticing this for a long time on my channel. The past year or so, I've been noticing this sort of trend. And I just think it's interesting because, personally, I always, the videos that I make, I try to make them towards the videos that I enjoy watching. So I just make the types of videos that I enjoy watching, and I make them in the way that I enjoy watching them. For example, with my wrap-ups, I don't do long reviews, because personally when I watch wrap-ups, I prefer the ones that are just short to the point, and then people do separate reviews. So that's what I do. And for me, I don't, the amount of reading a person gets done has no impact on the enjoyment I gain from watching their videos. Again, I'm not saying this because I'm obsessed with how many subscribers I have. I don't. I have lost a significant amount over the last year. Over the last year, I've probably stayed the same. I've lost the same amount that I've gained, or maybe lost slightly more. And I think it's for that reason, because I have been busy with school and doing a lot of things, so I just haven't been reading as much lately. And that is the only link that I can see, really. Personally, what I think is that the amount of books you get read, or how fast you read, has no indication of your love of reading at all, because I absolutely love reading, and I just love the experience of reading just as much as someone who reads more than me would. And I almost feel because I'm a slower reader, I'm pickier with the books that I actually do read. So I only read a book that I'm extremely excited about, so that leads to me having a lot more favorite books, or just enjoying a lot more books. Whereas if I were to read a whole lot of books, just so many books, then I'm going to have more books in there that I don't like, if that makes sense, which isn't a bad thing. Neither being a slow reader or a fast reader is a bad thing in my opinion. I would prefer to be a fast reader because there are just so many books that I want to read, but I just cannot. I'm just too slow, number one, and number two, I can't sit down for long enough. It wouldn't be, I know there are slow readers that read at my speed that get way more done than me, but I just can't sit still for that long. I just can't do it. So I think that's all I have to say on this topic. Definitely let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you choose to make a video responding to this then make sure you link that in the description, because I'd love to watch it. And yeah, just let me know your opinions. Are you a slow reader? How slow do you read? Because I'm never actually sure. I don't know how slow I am. how fast do most people read? I think like average speed is about a page per minute, like an average page per minute. But I'm not really sure. So let me know about how much you get read in an hour, because in an hour I probably get between 40 and 60 pages done, depending on size and stuff obviously, but just generally, you know. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye!